Here's my 10-minute productivity hack that has tripled my daily results. Now, keep in mind, this might be a little bit controversial for everyone who doesn't understand its power, but I stand by it through and through. And before I even tell you what it's about, I'm going to tell you what's definitely not. You see, in my entire career, I've tried to make sure I do one thing and one thing only, which is never, ever, ever have a to-do list. Not only to-do lists are bad for you, but they force you to play small and they prioritize the wrong things. Here's what I mean. Number one, human beings do poorly with too many things on their plate and too many choices to make. Do you think going to a restaurant with 100 items on the menu make you a better customer? Not at all. And do you think having 1,000 things to browse through to pick the one thing that you want to use makes you make a decision faster? It doesn't. You see, the best restaurants in the world, they have like 5 things on the menu, and the time people are most confident in their choices is when there's only a couple things to choose from. That enables better, faster, stronger decisions done more effectively. And when there's too many things, human beings just have a heart attack, freak out, and then make no choice at all. If you don't believe me, try presenting your client too many options. See if they actually move forward. They won't. The same thing happens with your to-do list. If it's too big, you'll get anxiety, you'll freak out, and not get anything done. Number 2, you're going to ignore significant goals and replace them with dopamine hits. You know, that big old list of 10 things, and all of a sudden you're saying, oh, I better get started. You don't start with the most important one. You start with the small wins, work your way up. But before you know it, you've run out of time and you haven't accomplished the one thing you set out to do. And number 3, you end up prioritizing urgent things over important things. That means those small things throughout the day that all of a sudden need to be added to your to-do list, they don't mean much in the presence of your significant goal, but on your to-do list are all equally weighted. So now all of a sudden, your very important, significant, gotta get this done thing actually gets replaced by a smaller, more urgent, but less impactful goal. Your to-do list forces you to be bad at your job. Here's an example. Let's say your to-do lists are finding a client, paying your parking ticket, going to get dinner, figuring out groceries, and doing your laundry. If you're doing your to-do list fashion, you'll do all of them except for the one thing that matters for your business, getting a client. And then all of a sudden you're patting yourself on the back saying, wow, I got most of my to-do list stuff done, but you haven't made any progress in your business, your goals, or anything along that sort at all. You see, to-do lists encourage and almost force failure for long-term goals. Instead of having to-do lists, I use a priority list. And specifically, my priorities are 3 things: health, wealth, and relationships. Everything I do supports those 3 things, or I don't do them. And my goal every day is to make progress on those 3 things exclusively. So that means gym, stretch, focus, food, rest, and relax is in my health bucket. Clients, customers, systems, products, and skills is in my wealth bucket. And hobbies, social events, and great communication is in my relationship bucket. Using a priority list has turned my frantic be everywhere all at once, in 2 places at once, pulling my hair apart life into a consistent, reliable growth pattern that helps me accomplish my health, wealth, and relationships. I have fewer distractions, better, more achievable goals, and everything is now paying a consistent daily dividend that allows me to have more time to focus on those 3 things. A busy life is possible with to-do lists, but a life worth living is not. The same with your business. And all I do at the beginning and end of every day is spend 10 minutes making sure I accomplished my health, wealth, and relationships. If I didn't, I adjust. If I did, I reinforce. That's all we do. And that 10-minute productivity hack has tripled my daily results because I'm only focusing on the priorities and not the to-do list.